Well, let's start with the market on Thursday. Pretty much got a big pie in the face. On Wednesday, they raised rates 0.75 points. And here's what I thought was astounding, and that was, the Fed funds rates just range between 1.5 to 1.75, but it looks like they're going to double it. What's going on?
Yeah, I think we're in for a couple more raises. The Fed has decided they are, I told you, this is part of the going direct reset. So there's an official narrative. And the official narrative is they said they've got to stop inflation. But in fact, let's look very simply at what happened. They voted on the going direct reset. Then they injected $5 trillion into the economy that went to the insiders. Then they used COVID to shut down the part of the economy run by the outsiders or owned by the outsiders. Now the insiders have a huge amount of cash. And now that the million small businesses put out of business, those owners are trying to get back on their feet and start a new business. They're going to radically raise the cost of capital to the outsiders. And what's going to happen? It's going to mean that $5 trillion can buy more assets cheaply. So to me, this is simply part of centralizing the control of the economy and using monetary and fiscal policy basically to assert, very significant central control. And, I said to you before, this is not a recession. When we did the going direct reset, we said this is not a turn down, this is a takedown. The central bankers, the G7 central bankers got in a room at Jackson Hole in August 2019 and voted to put 500 million people out of business along with, the healthcare crisis. And so, this is not a recession. This is a war. And, the Fed has now ended what's called the Fed put. When you inject $5 trillion into the economy and do it directly, not just on the reserve track, but directly, that was what was part of what was so unprecedented about the going direct reset. When you do that, everybody knew you were going to kick off tons of inflation. I remember one of the retired governors giving a great speech to the Swiss money managers right at the beginning of the going direct reset and saying, inflation's going to be with us and significant for decades. This is really going to put the squeeze on the middle class. So everyone knew exactly that this was going to happen. This was known. And the reality is, if you want to roll up central control, this is how you do it. You basically squeeze the middle class out of the existence. So this is war.